Hi there and welcome back to my H1Z1 survival tutorial. As you can see, I've got a new shirt here and I've actually got a bunch of things. Off camera I did one loop around our couple of houses that we've got here in our little area. Ooh, it's foggy right now. And in that one trip I got some bullets. I got some immunity boosters, other medical items, some tarp, some seeds, some more food, some more metal, more bottles. I even found this AK-47. This was sitting on the bed in one of the houses. The only problem is I don't have any bullets for it. Oh well, that was a nice find anyway. So we're going to throw this stuff here in storage. We don't need most of that right now. Though this one item I want to talk about is that compass I found. If you remember a little bit back I talked about how you can use /LOC to find what direction you're going at any time. I don't like using that though. It's kind of gamey, and I mean, if this were real life, you can't do that. There's no LOC command to find out your direction. However, when you have a compass, automatically, you can't see it very well, but in the upper right corner it shows what direction you're facing when you're using a compass. So west, north, east, and all the directions in between. So that's pretty cool. Also, I got this nice new shirt. Looked better than my grungy white shirt. So that's pretty awesome. So, again, we're moving up in the world. Let's see. Why don't we go make a little trip? We've got some stuff here. That's pretty cool. Let's go on a little adventure and see what we can find. And we had walked before. It was kind of from this direction. There was a few buildings there. The place is called DeSoto. I don't know if it shows up on the map. It does not. It's kind of this area here. So let's go to DeSoto and see if we can find anything useful. Whoa! Now that bear right there is a little buggy. He hopped on me. Bears deal a lot of damage. You want to be very careful when dealing with them. Preferably you want to have a gun to deal with them. And that's actually one of the things I'm hoping to find here in DeSoto is some sort of gun that I actually have bullets for. If I can find that, we'll have a nice emergency weapon to use, and we'll be doing pretty good for ourselves. Okay, just right up here. And if you don't know where a town is, you know, let's say you spawn somewhere else and you don't know where something nearby is, once you know, if you have a coordinate, there's no harm in kind of picking a direction and going. Vehicle. If this has been a PvP server, I'd have probably been pretty dead. Usually if somebody's got a vehicle, they're well armed. You don't want to drive a vehicle around with, say, just a knife and an axe. So, yay, we made it. There's some buildings there and some vehicles here. We'll use these, check these vehicles for metal. At this point in the game, metal is really nice. There was a metal sheet. Okay. during my walk around earlier, I got kind of thirsty. I haven't drank yet. I may run out of hydration before I get back. But then we'll get to see, I guess, how bad that is. Okay. This kind of shows a map of the area. It even shows where we are. The Soto service stop. Up north a little ways is Cranberry, and where we spawned when we initially started was kind of right here. So we came up and we ran across that field, and we've since run down here. That of course isn't the whole map. It doesn't show Pleasant Valley or Rancho Taquito. But we're not here to look at maps, we're here to gather things. So let's get started. Some cloth. Places like this that have multiple buildings are really nice because there's so much you can get all at once. Some more goggles, don't need those. Tool cabinets oftentimes will have crowbars, axes, things like that in them, or metal pipes. Ooh, some binoculars, so that goes in one of the item slots. Let's try them out real quick. Got them equipped. If we aim down the sights of them, just like if you're aiming down the sights of a weapon, it pulls them up. It doesn't, not that helpful in third person, but if we switch over to first person, let's go over to this hill. Way over those trees, if we zoom in, we'd be able to see anybody possibly sneaking up on us. So that's pretty cool. Some scoped weapons can also will zoom in when you aim down them. Haven't found one of those yet. Maybe that'll change today. Another weapon repair kit. Nice. Some bullets. 223 bullets. Those are used in AR-15s. Don't have an AR-15, I'm afraid. Sometimes. Looks like these boxes are acting up. That noise we just heard, my stomach growling, that happens when you hit 20% on your energy level, kind of as a warning. All of the different stats will play that, I guess, kind of eerie little music clip. Ooh, a purified water. Just in time. We're at 1% hydration. So let's drink that real quick. Excellent. Let's see how these boxes are. So right here, this guy stumbles upon me. He thinks that I might be his friend, so he just walks up and starts talking. I've actually used this point to talk about how to communicate in-game. Hitting the 4 key on your number pad, it lets you speak just to anyone in your area. The only problem is it does speak to everyone, so if you are trying to sneak up on somebody, that will give away that you are there. Hitting the 1 key will talk to only people that you're in a group with. I haven't grouped with anybody yet, so we haven't seen that. And if you hit 7 on the number pad, you'll actually speak into the radio if you have one. There's a tab on the inventory for radio. Actually shows up right there. Don't have a radio though right now. And so look and see these boxes actually work, and I'll cut back in. These crates are actually working. They're breaking apart, finding a few things. Nothing too special, but we're finding something. Alright, so let's go to the next building and check that one out. Check these dumpsters. More binoculars, don't need them. And some food. Let's go ahead and eat that. Alright. another bottle of water. That one is empty. Really hoping we find a gun today. One that I can use. Some of you that have played are like, well, you can break apart the bullets. And we'll get to that. I don't have the means to break apart bullets. You can actually break apart bullets and make them into other kinds that, say, you could use. Ooh, an AR-15. Perfect. Drop this axe because I've got one. And we'll pick that up. So the AR uses those 223 rounds, which I did find a few earlier. And there we go. I've loaded it. I've got 2 bullets. 2 whole bullets. But that's 2 more than I did have, so definitely not going to complain. Alright. So now, if I get in a pinch, I've got something to defend myself with. And if I was on a PvP server, I'd definitely be in a much better spot. You want to preferably not go to a place that's too populated without some sort of gun. And I think we've run out of space, so it may be time to go back. It is. So we'll head back to our house. We'll sort our loot. And maybe we'll upgrade our living conditions. Okay. I've made it back. Now, you do have to kind of know where you came from, because there's no hand holding on getting you back to where your house is. I know it's in F9, so I know that it's roughly here, but that's a large area that it could be in. So what you will want to do is you want to explore the area near you first. Kind of understand the lay of the land so you can make your way back. And I'm actually a little tired, so instead of doing some running around, let's figure out what we're gonna do. If you get to a point in the game and you're not sure exactly what you want to do or can do, it might be a good idea just to go into your discovery panel and just kind of see what you can craft. So some cold medicine. Okay. Can I make anything with that? Cold medicine and a pack of sugar. And something else. I don't know what. Ooh, stagnant water. I can make something with that. Oh, I can purify that water. Okay. I can make a purified water from it. Do I do it the same way that I do with the dirty water? In a campfire or barbecue. Yes, I do that the same way. Okay. So I can turn stagnant waters into purified waters, and apparently nothing else. So that's all I can do with them. Tarp. Scraps of cloth. Make a sleeping mat. Excellent. So I can make my own place to sleep, so I don't have to worry about finding a bed. Now, I know that sleeping mats are too large to fit into such a small area like this, but I can at least make it if I want to. It's 10 scraps and 1 tarp. I do have those items. I can make something else with a tarp. Let's see. Something with a stick and more things. Nothing there. And let's just go through the rest of our items, see what we can do. Blackberries and sugar. And apparently don't have the other item there. Animal fat, scrap of cloth, and I'm missing an item there too. Oh, one thing I'm missing is let's get planks of wood. That's a common crafting item, so let's turn one of my logs into some planks, just to make sure that we're not missing some crafting recipes because we don't have the planks on us. So, where are those planks? Did I drop them? I must have dropped them. So since we're dropping stuff, let's move that into our inventory and pick those up. Alright. Now that we've got those metal planks again, or wood planks, let's see what we can make. So planks, tarps, and sticks. Make us a dew collector. Let's make that. Let's see what that does. An empty bottle is placed inside. This will slowly collect drinkable water. That is a nice little deal right there. We wouldn't have to run to a water source. We could actually get it right there. Now it does say slowly, so maybe I can't totally rely on it, but in a pinch, that would work great. So we need a few more wood for that. We'll make that later. So tarps and planks and something else. Let's make another metal bracket. See, we're discovering things. Ooh, yeah, metal bracket. And a wood plank. Metal bracket, wood plank, tarp. Maybe nails. Let's add nails to the mix. I actually forgot this this recipe exactly, so I'm rediscovering it again. This is going to make the bee box. What does that do? This bee box will produce honeycomb. If empty bottles are placed inside, the honey will drain into the bottle, and then it won't produce if it has too much honey in it. Okay, so that'll make us honey. Well, that's cool. We got something else that we can make. We've got goals now. Alright, let's see what else we can make. Wood planks. Oh, I can make something with that metal sheet I found. I can make metal walls, upper metal walls. That's not important to me. That's lower metal walls. I can make a machete with scraps of cloth. Can't make anything there. Ooh, but with brackets I can. I can make metal doorways. And metal gates. And shelters. So it looks like I'm discovering a lot of pieces for building a bigger base. Which that's pretty cool. I want to do that eventually. Large shelter. A shack. That looks kind of big. I like that. Oops. Shelter. This looks like a regular sized shelter. So I can't make anything with that nails and brackets combo anymore. I can make something with sheets, wood, and cloth, but I don't have the last item I need, so I guess that's all I can make for now there. That flare, I can make a parachute flare. I can make a backpack frame. Ooh, that might be a great idea. Upper level shelter. Looks like all I can do there. Aha! A foundation expansion. and a foundation. Look at this, we're discovering a lot of stuff here. Okay. Oops. If you're in a container for a certain length of time, it will automatically kick you out of it, and then after a few more minutes after that, it will kick you out of the game for AFKing too long. That's all that was. The AK-47, I can break it down into gun parts. And there's another recipe I can do with it. Actually, the other recipe is I can modify that AK, because the AK shoots in fully automatic. If I modify it, I can shoot single shot, which will be more accurate. Pipes can make demolition hammers, and with sticks and shards can make a ground tiller, and with scrap metal can make a barbecue. Ooh, that's interesting. So we've got a couple different things that we can make now. We've got some objectives. I think the first thing I'm going to make is I'm going to make this dew collector. I just need a few more wood to do that. I forgot to unload most of my inventory. I probably won't be able to carry this wood. Oh, it fell on me. So let's drop our metal off. Metal is pretty heavy. Okay. Now we can pick up that wood we dropped. And one more for good measure. Uh-oh, I'm getting hungry again. Also, I'm getting thirsty. I couldn't carry all that wood, but I got enough to make what I want. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna open our container to get access to all of our materials, and we're gonna make that dew collector. Oh, it messed up and didn't actually make it. Sometimes it will do that. The game is in alpha state still, and it actually took my planks and made sticks out of them so that I didn't have the planks anymore. So if I do that again, it made the planks I needed, and now I've got a dew collector. So just like we placed the shack earlier, all you gotta do is find a spot, right click and place your dew collector using the mouse wheel to place it where we want. We click, and then there we go. Right now it's empty. It actually, you'll see it fill up when it has water in it that you can put in your bottles. So you just have to wait over time for that to happen, and that'll happen even when you're logged out of the game. Now the only problem is this dew collector is out in the open, so anybody could come along and take the water bottles I put in, or they could put in their own water bottles to take the water in it. But that's not a big deal. So that's one thing, kind of making us, more permanent of a place. What else do we have? B-box? No. Ooh, that backpack frame. Maybe we can make a bigger backpack. This can be used in crafting to convert a satchel into a framed backpack. The framed backpack can hold more items. Sounds great to me. Sign me up. 3 sticks, 3 nails, and 3 metal brackets. I should have plenty for that. And there we go. I've got a backpack frame. take it and cloth. Ooh, I'm missing a piece of the puzzle. And that piece is twine, I believe. Well, so we can't do that quite yet. I'll put that in my storage. And I'm going to use this time to go get it took a few hits to get him. So we've got some meat now. I'm going to go get some water. I'm going to get myself back up on stats, and then we'll pick up from there. So, because I'm very tired, my stamina hasn't been regenerating, so I'm panting pretty hard, and I'm not even around 20 feet yet. That wolf didn't have much on him to eat. We'll go just right over this hill. There's a little lake slash river. Get some water there. We'll get that cooked up back at the place. I'll see you next time after I've taken care of that. If this video is helpful, leave me a like. It helps me out. And you guys have a good one.